Certainly, I hope everybody is doing well this evening. Before I begin my remarks, I just want to say a few words I'd be remiss if I didn't say. I want to say thank you to some special people who are not here tonight, but have been an integral part of my life for the past 6.5 years. And that's the Sampson County Schools Board of Education, administrative staff, teaching staff, and support staff. I want to thank them for all the wonderful, wonderful things that we've accomplished over the past 6.5 years. And Mr. Sutton and other board members mentioned the things that we've accomplished. You don't accomplish anything in isolation. It takes a team to make things happen. So I want to thank them for all of their efforts. I also want to thank them on a personal level. I want to thank all teachers and administrators for the hand they had in my children while they were students in Sampson County schools. Janelle and I were talking this morning, and we just talked about how when I arrived there in 2014, we arrived there with 3 little girls. And now as we arrive here in Johnston County, we have 3 amazing young women. And I'm just so thankful. When we got there, Cameron was in the 7th grade, Courtney was in the 5th grade, Camille was in the 2nd grade. So I thank God for everybody that had their hand on our children and helped them to develop into the fine young women that they are now. I want to start by thanking everybody for being here this evening and welcoming Janelle, Cameron, Courtney, and Camille and myself here. Such a warm welcome means a lot. It means so much to us to see so many of you here tonight to welcome us here. It means a lot. We want to be active parts of this community. We want to live here full time. We want to worship here as well. So we're excited about being here and being active. I'm certainly thankful for the wonderful comments that Mr. Sutton, Dr. Smith, and the entire Board of Education made about me. I'm thankful for that. And I want to thank Mr. Sutton for introducing my family to everybody this evening. But I want to, if I may, say a few words about them now. I want to highlight Janelle as my wife of almost 21 years. On August 28th, it'll be 21 years. I don't think she thinks I remember that date, but it'll be 21 years on August 28th. And Janelle is, if mama's not happy, nobody's happy. And when we talked and made this decision to come here to Johnston County, she had to give me the nod and say, okay, let's do it. So I didn't need her permission, but I needed her permission, if you know what I mean, to come here. And Janelle just has so many qualities of my late mother and so many similarities. My mom was a kindergarten teacher. Janelle is a kindergarten teacher. And the funny thing about that is, when my mother was living, she used to always say, Janelle, you really should think about teaching kindergarten, because Janelle taught pre-K for about 15 to 16 years. And she would say, Janelle, you need to think about teaching kindergarten. But she would say, nope, I'm extremely happy teaching the 4-year-olds. So it's just amazing as I look at her now. And there's an old saying that says, behind every man and every successful man, there's a strong woman. I'm going to disagree with that, because I believe that beside every successful man, there's a strong woman, because Janelle walks beside me in everything that we do. And Janelle, I thank you for your love and support, because if it were not for you, I would not be standing here today. And I thank you each and every day. Thank you. I want to talk about my 18-year-old, Miss Cameron, who is, I made a joke about Cameron in the boardroom a little earlier. Cameron has decided she's going to attend UNC Charlotte next year. She's going to go and major in nursing, and she wants to be an anesthesia nurse. I think there's a fancy title for that, Cameron, but that's what she wants to be, an anesthesia nurse. And I joke that I think that Cameron went as far away from us as she could and stayed in state going down to UNC Charlotte. But certainly I'm proud of Cameron and the wonderful young woman that she has become. And my middle daughter, Miss Courtney, my dear buddy Courtney, who is just has such a sweet personality and is always taking care of everybody and wants to make sure that everybody is doing okay and has everything they need. And Courtney, we love you and thank you for everything. And last but not least, Miss Camille, who has more personality and energy than anybody in my house. She's the most outgoing person in our home, and she is a unique personality, and we love her. And all of us are excited to be here and be a part of this great community and of this great school system. Really want to thank the entire Johnston County Public Schools Board of Education. I want to thank them for the process. It was a great process. I learned a lot about me during that process. I learned a lot about them during the process, and I'm looking forward to working closely with the entire Board of Education as we go about shaping our vision for the immediate future and further on down the road. So I'm thankful for them and looking forward to working closely with them further. And my goal is simple here in Johnston County Public Schools. My goal is to have our children achieve at the highest level possible. And if we do that, I will think we are doing what we need to do to make sure our students are successful. I have a great respect for the history of this school system. It has a deep, rich tradition of excellence. And as respectful as I am on the great history, tonight I look forward to the wonderful and exciting future that we will forge here together as co-workers and colleagues. I'm very excited about that. One thing you'll learn about me quickly is I believe in children. And I believe that all children can achieve anything if the adults in the room make sure that everything is in place to achieve those goals. Our children will step up to whatever challenges we lay in front of them. We just have to simply believe in them and create relationships with our children. My mother, who taught kindergarten for 41 years, used to have an old saying, and she would say, "Son, children don't care how much you know until they know how much you care." And I've never in my life heard something that was more accurate, but definitely my mother was right about that. And her words of wisdom continue to guide me every single day. I'm looking forward to working with everybody in this district. And together we will forge our path ahead. I believe in our students. I believe in the people that will be leading our students, our teachers, our school leaders, our parent community, the greater Johnston County community at large. I'm looking forward to really working closely with you and getting to know everybody collectively and individually. And I want to close by saying something that I said to the board during the process. And I don't know if they remember me saying this, but I'm going to say it now. And what I said was, I think that some people have forgotten how truly wonderful and great the Johnston County public school system is. Some people may have forgotten that. And now it's up to us to go to work and remind them. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. Thank you so much for having my family here tonight. You have no idea what this means to all of us. And I'd be remiss as well if I didn't thank Dr. Ben Williams for his stewardship of this school system during this interim period. And also want to thank him and Dr. Jim Cosby, who served as interim after Dr. Renfro retired. So, Dr. Williams, thank you, sir, for... Thank you. Thank you for your service. And I look forward to working closely with you during the transition and also when we get here and we become partners. Thank you so much again, everybody. I'm so thrilled to be here and looking forward to working with everybody in this room and beyond these walls. Thank you so much.